It's amazing how fear can actually hold you back from doing things you actually like to do. Or fear can make you feel like you don't like something when you actually do, but because of fear, it'll make you feel like you don't like it. I remember growing up, I liked sports. But growing up, I felt like I did not like sports because the pressure that came behind it. The fear of me not doing it right, me making the mistakes, me making other people upset if I missed it or didn't get it right. It was the fear behind me not doing it right. I always had a fear of like disappointing people. And that's why in life, fear can hold you back from doing things and not something you like to do. Like, I'm an adult and I'm noticing like I like all sports. Like, if I go out there and play sports, I will play them. But growing up, I felt like, nah, I don't want to play that. I'm okay. Because of the pressure that came behind it. Or the embarrassment of not doing it right. I always had a problem with like society pressure or just like social pressure as well. Like people depending on me to do something a certain type of way. Like if you get it wrong, then you mess up for everybody. And like, you know what, I'm good. Y'all go ahead. I don't want that pressure on me. So something you gotta check. Do you not like it because of the pressure that come behind it? Or do you not like it, you just really don't like it? Because sometimes we say we don't like something, but actually we do like it. It could even be with a person. You say, I don't like that person. I don't want to, not even that person. Like, I don't want to be with this person. But in reality, you do like that person. But it's a fear behind it that you feel like it won't work out or it won't go right. So that'll hold you back from pursuing happiness, pursuing love. It can go in many ways. I'm just giving an example with sports. It can go in many ways. And growing up, we let fear hold us back from going towards what would, not to say make us happy in some type of way, shape, or form, but out of fear, we hold ourselves back. Like me, I'm very introvert. I think the word is introvert. When you very quiet, people that know me know I'm very quiet. And sometimes most quiet people have the most to say, but they just don't out of fear. They just sit back and like, I'm let them just talk. And they not saying that quiet person got the most knowledge, but they don't say anything. They just let everybody else have it. This person, sometimes quiet people have accomplishments they don't talk about. They have things they can share. They can be something that somebody wants to actually hear, but they don't say nothing. So sometimes it be the level of fear that hold us back. Like I can sit up here and talk. I can talk to this phone all day and post it up there. But if you meet me in reality, you meet me in the world, I won't be saying nothing. I just sitting there like smiling, but I won't be like asserting myself in people's conversations or like unless I feel like I'm really guided to. It's different times and places for everything, but most time people that know me personally know I'm very, very, very quiet. I'm very just like reserved. But I can't assert myself when needed. There's no punk in me, but I'm just very reserved most of the time. I feel like I don't know what happened in childhood, but I felt like my voice didn't matter. And I think that could have played, that music so damn loud, shit. But I think it would play a role. I'm gonna clean, doing my thing. But that would kind of play the role in me not speaking because I felt like my voice was not important, or my opinion was not important. I feel like I wasn't smart enough to say something, or like what I had to say was not important. And I'm not saying it was, but I just didn't trust myself to give my opinion. So I would just let everybody have their opinions, everybody say what they gotta say, and just like let people tell me what I'm supposed to do, what I shouldn't do, how I should be, how I shouldn't be. And I just listen to them like okay. And I learned through life. Sometimes I listen to other people, letting people tell me how I should live my life or what I shouldn't do, what I should do, was not saying the wrong guidance because they're not me. Okay? You understand? Can't not let people always tell you how you should live your life, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, because they're not you. The way probably will go for them, it might not go for you. Like sometimes you'll be surprised. Somebody can walk, you can do the same thing someone else do, but it come out different for you. Cause nothing, it could be your intentions behind it. It's different people, and I'm not trying to confuse them about it, but sometimes life can just work different. And it's not like I'm saying, and it could be because you are favored in some type of way that things just work out and play out different for you. Not saying you never had bad moments in life. But sometimes you gotta heed your own advice. And then you gotta be at a stage in your life where you're not afraid to share your opinion or make your voice heard. Because we all have a voice, and all our voices deserve to be heard. But this world make you feel like you should have a voice. What you gotta say is not important. And I'm here to tell you, yes it is. Yes it is. You just afraid of being wrong. Like, I might not be wrong. Hell, we ain't always right. That's why I call opinions. But like I said, I know growing up, fear held me back. Fear held me back from accomplishing things, from going towards things, from being active in things, from hanging out. Fear held me back. Fear held me back. From being in relationships, from dealing with people, fear held me back. And I'm not saying I'm not saying fear, that's the ego too. Ego try to protect you. Ego is based off the root of fear, trying to protect you. And I'm not saying it was wrong at all times, but at certain times you gotta know when to insert yourself outside of fear. Like, don't let fear drive your life. Cause you let fear drive your life, you will not live your life. You cannot live your life in fear. I try to tell my daughter that she's like me and she a child, she young. I said, why do you walk around with so much fear in you? You would not be able to live your life fully in fear. It's just not possible. Because fear will constantly stop you from doing things that can not make you happy. But you're so afraid that you're not even going to do it. You better sit on the fence instead of go out there and play out of fear. And I don't want my children to grow up missing on life because of fear. Because I know how it is. Their energy is very strong. And my oldest girl, she struggled with it. And I know it. I'm like, yo, I be talking to her like, you need to come up with that energy. Like, you are young. I understand she ain't been through things, seen things, heard things, experienced things at a young age. So I can understand why the weight is on her. But that spirit of fear is not of God. It's not of God. It's just the lower entity is trying to limit you from being your best self. A lot of y'all can be dope as shit if you ain't let fear hold you back. Like, being you, sometimes some of y'all are afraid to just be yourself. Like, you literally afraid to be yourself. Literally afraid to, like, just be yourself. Afraid of what people gonna say, how people gonna feel about you being you. Or you afraid to be wrong. Or you afraid to just be. Some people just literally just afraid just to be. I gotta constantly be doing something. I can't just be not doing nothing. Then folks gonna feel like I'm not amounting to nothing. Or I'm not worth nothing because I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. All that shit based around fear. I feel like I'm dragging this. But I'm just saying, bro. Fear is a very, very strong energy. But you know what's more powerful than fear? Love. When you just love yourself wholeheartedly, fear starts to have a little bit of space in you. Don't have much space in you as it did before. And I know the pressure of, society, social peers and stuff like that. It can be hard. Especially growing up in school. School's the hardest part of my life, honestly. I come to being uncomfortable a lot in school. I was never comfortable in school. Never. And that's why I don't force my children into it. Because I didn't like it. Some people, and it had its good moments. Like, I wasn't like a child that went to school, got picked on, none of that. I just didn't like school. I watched how people treated other people, and I didn't like it. And I'm like, some you must was bullied, you must have treated. No. I was a decent looking woman, decent looking little girl. I didn't have no problems in school, but I was not the smartest. But I was a decent looking girl. I was in the world, so I was like dressing nice and just decent, you know what I'm saying? Pretty hair, I had pretty long hair, so I was decent. I wasn't like oh my God, I see why you had a hard time in school. No, that was not the case for me. But I seen how people treated other people. I was even introverted in school. I was quiet. I've been quiet all my life, for real. But it was all based around fear. That's all I'm trying to say. And don't let fear hold you back in life. Do what make you uncomfortable. Do what make you afraid. Like, I had sign up for a couple of sports and stuff, and trying to learn how to work with other people. Because that's something I had, like, a fear, like, of doing it wrong. Like, you got to learn. You got to start somewhere. You're not going to just jump out the gate, out the porch and just know everything. You know what I'm saying? You just got to go out there and make mistakes in life in order to learn life. And I make mistakes all the time. I don't know everything. Words, I don't know. I don't know how to spell every word. I don't know how to do certain dances. I don't know how to dress like everybody else. It's something I just don't know how to do. It's like at one point it came natural to me, and some stuff just don't come natural to me, and that's okay. Like being around people just don't come natural to me. People like, oh, let's meet up and hang out. Me like, no, bro, no, sister, no, bro, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And that's never that hold me back. I don't like making friends. I know if I make a friend, they want me to hang out with them. I'm like, I just rather stay by myself because I don't want to hang out. And it could be due to fear. It could be it had something to do with fear. I don't like large settings. It has something to do with fear. I mean, facing those fears though, and putting a lot of stuff I'm talking about. I've been putting myself into it though to face it though, but I just know what's the underlying energy. I know the underlying energy is ego, fear, ego-based fear. Look up ego. It's like a root. It's based around fear. But yeah, that's all I want to say. You know, if you got a child that's dealing with it, make sure you talk to them and try to motivate them and make them feel comfortable. Make them get them close to God spiritually and stuff like that. You know, so make sure you spiritually feed them children so they can understand that it's okay to be themselves and the word had to accept them. And my daughter, she don't like folks touching on her and stuff like that. She don't like that. And I used to be like, don't be like that. And now I'm like, no, just respect her boundaries. She don't like it, don't do it. Some people get up in their feelings about it, but if she don't like you touching her, don't touch her. Some people, it's just different for everybody. My older girl, she definitely one of a kind. But she's who she is. And I'm trying to work with my daughter and give her that space too. Cause she a lot like myself. But same time, she can't hide how she feel. Like she don't like something, you gonna know it either by her face expression or by her body language. She gonna we was raised so we had to push our emotions down a lot. Like we shouldn't have emotions and shit. It was weird, bro. That's why I don't really. We were raised up kind of different, you know. Man, it is what it is. We growing, we learning, we healing, and hopefully we doing what we feel like is best with our children based on what we experience as children. And I don't force my children to places, situations that don't bring the best out of them. You know, I try not to do that because I know what it can do in the long term. I know the long term effect on situations like that. As an adult, I know the long term effect of being in positions that was actually built up to break you down. So you don't trust yourself. And I don't know.